pretty much everything into this round. I don't think Sadie's going to have a rifle, sadly. He's going to be put down to the CZ. But on the other hand, Vici, they have a weak by themselves. It's actually a scout, no op, an MP9. Okay.
Yeah, not the best of buys by any means, but still getting the work done. CZ. As he shuts down one, does damage to another. It's alright for a UMP investment. Smoke's going out. Will allow them to focus a little bit more towards the bomb site instead of worrying about Pop Dog. Still got to be worried about E-Box though. This is going to be a difficult push really, because at the moment, obviously Superjymy on the back foot, but that scout towards the back on K's going to be able to get up to a lot of damage. Zoking's going to be harassing them with the MP9, and even just getting the damage in here, the damage that he's done to Zart means that he's a one hit with the scout. There is being connected. I think Advent wanted to kill his teammate. They managed to save that AK as well, thanks to little USP shots on it. 5-4 now. Vici picking up another round. I mean, that was a solid one because it was such a poor investment, such a mixed buy, and Superjymy losing to it now find themselves on no economy at all. Well, Vici are kings. Still, though, I mean, you gotta consider the factor on the T side. Obviously, 4 rounds on the board is it's a good start for Superjymy. They want to keep building that up, of course, but it's certainly a promising start to the half for them. Vici have got to double down here. Down, great spray down.
Ooh, team kill. 2 team kills. What the hell? How did that happen?
2 team kills in the bomb plant.
I only saw the second team kill. I didn't even notice the first one. I figured that was just the rifle killing everyone on the ramp. But no, 2 team kills came in. A lot of the time you won't even see 2 team kills in one game at this level, let alone 1 round. So that happened. But yeah, it's 6th round for Vici. As you said, though, of course, it's still very early days. Superjymy, it's all about, for them, grinding out the rounds here on the D side. If they can bring it up to 6 or 7, they'll be pretty happy. And Vici still yet to build up too solid of an economy. If they were to lose 1, they'd have to reinvest everything to get the bio. So this is a very crucial round still on their part.
A very nice push from Zoking towards the IV. He main as well. Look at that from Alman, just getting dropped with the flashbang in his hand. Puts us into that 4 versus 3. Superjymy still have a man disadvantage to work around, which will cause problems for them. No AWP in play. An AK upgraded there for Zoking as well. Not bad at all. They've got a very, very slow flank coming around on B, but it's going to be caught out as well. That's the problem here. Vici haven't been completely convinced that it's going to be an A hit, so they're leaving players towards the B bomb site. They can still get some work done. I think they've spotted out the player as well as one rotates over. So this is the problem. Despite having 1 player down on B, you can see Yuli's picked up the bomb to rotate around, but it's not going to be so easy for him to just walk onto the bomb site. Not unless a couple of entries are found.
Yeah, but you can see Freeman is actually playing really passively, so it's more so the connector player they'd have to deal with. And I think then he's only watching upper, which is actually where Yuli's going to go with that bomb. Oh, this is dangerous. That's Kaze, I think, with the op as well, posted up. Somehow doesn't get the shot off in time, so it will be the bomb getting planted. Man disadvantage. They should have an idea that he could be a bit more aggressive, but he is going to catch Freeman. 3v3 now. Manpower as the retake begun. No longer the case, though. It's that he continues to find the frags. We know he loves to get aggressive. We've seen this pretty much every time they've had an after plant, and he's made it work for a couple of kills time and time again. And it seems to be the same fate this time around. It's only Zoking and Advent who remain. They're still going to go for it. It's not working out. Uli's the one to close it out. He gets himself a nice double kill. He's been having a solid performance so far. 10-7, the top of the scoreboard currently. On with Arvid.
Well, 6-5. This match isn't letting us down. Thing is, oh, Yuli takes a lot of damage there. The thing is, like, with this scoreline, you still got to favor Superjymy. You know, they're building up the rounds on the T side often. It's just about grinding out as many as you can, and that's exactly what they're doing. Trading in chunks of 3 at the moment. Let's see if they can continue that. Get another 2 in the row. So if they even get one more, they're going to be happy with a 9-6 scoreline, I think. Definitely doing a little bit more than the bare minimum. Yeah,
that's the problem for Vici, really, that as long as they bring up the 6-3, he can't be pretty happy. Look at this, Sadi, opening kill to be found yet again on B. They may look to try and push forward as we've seen in the past. That's exactly what they're going to be known for, but the backfire this time around. Freeman able to catch himself 1 kill, but you can see now it is still the man advantage for Superjymy. The bomb is planted. They've taken some damage, but we need to be cautious. But they're making it happen. Arvid going to catch Advent. He was the one that was actually sitting with full health. And the kills found simultaneously there by Arvid and Zart to close the round out. 6-6. And Vici now, their economy has been completely destroyed. They're in a position where they're going to have to take an eco, and it should be a 7th round being found for Superjymy.
Yeah, the potential to get this 7th on the board puts them into a hugely advantageous position. We need to see a lot more from Vici, and it's not going to be in this round. Okay. Advent just takes Zoking down to 60 HP. Why not? Shot in the back with a straight up Ivy rush.
They wanted to get some team kills later on, perhaps. Weren't able to get them, though. Well, of course, that's kind of what we expected in that round. We didn't expect much at all to be found coming in from Vici with just those pistols. This is where it matters now. The up again in play. The full buy, decent utility, going to be across the board for Vici. This is where they need to pick up this round. Otherwise, if they go down 9-6 at half time, they're going to have a very tough task trying to come back in on the T side.
Well, already it's going to be a difficult task. That's the thing. But that's it. It's all about damage control at this point. You got to make sure that doesn't get worse. Nice shots connected there. That's again K's finding these openings. The thing is, even with the openings, a lot of the time Vici have been losing the rounds. Okay, he's finding a 3rd. He's looking good for the ace right now. Peek over towards Ivy. Damage done on the Zart, who eventually does connect the kill. But he's last alive. He's got 20 HP, and Alman doesn't want him going anywhere. Taken down with a quick headshot, and a second AWP saved over. That's Vici in a decent position now. The thing is, money isn't bad on the Superjymy side. They're still able to get a full buyout. So they can contest, try to get this 8th round, and they will be very happy if they can do that.
Yeah, they're already pretty happy with 7 rounds in all honesty. An 8th one would just be a the 8th one will just be a nice little bonus to give them a bit of a lead at halftime, a bit of a buffer zone in case they do lose the pistol as well. So it would be nice, but they are going to have to go up against a pretty solid buy from Vici. There's a double up in play this time around. Let's see what the plan from Superjymy is going to be. So far, you do have to kind of point out that they have been trying to heavily exploit that B-bomb site. It's been going pretty well, but is it something perhaps that Vici are becoming aware of? But that's not needed to start things off, because you see Uli, of course, trying to get aggressive on his own on A. No chance for a trade to be found, and he does get caught off guard and taken down.
Well, this isn't looking too bad right now for Vici. Oh, it's definitely not looking bad now. I was going to say there's always a chance, but I think K's position there pretty much sealed the fate of Superjymy. 8-7. Not a terrible scoreline for Vici, but they're not being given any room to maneuver with by Superjymy. But what is being given are a pair of Shadow Daggers. And if you want to find yourselves with those beautiful Shadow Daggers on your screen, in your inventory, Well, then you got to drop a sub on the channel. You can do that with Hard Old Cash, or you can do a Twitch Prime sub, which, as we said, is free if you have Amazon Prime or Twitch Prime. You can, of course, link your Amazon account to your Twitch and drop a free Twitch Prime sub. Get yourself in with a chance to win these beautiful Shadow Daggers. But a phenomenal, let's get away from the giveaway for a second. A phenomenal first half for Superjymy. 7 rounds on the board on the T side and lots of room to maneuver as we move over to the CT. Could be all about the pistol here, giving you that little bit of a boost, but I think more importantly than the pistol round nowadays is the second round. That seems to be the one where a lot of the upsets happen, and a lot of teams are now winning the second round after losing the pistola.
Losing the pistola. One way to put it, I suppose. Strange pronunciation, Mitch.
El pistola.
But yeah, we should
my
be
vocabulary.
Fair. We should be getting in soon enough, I would imagine. 30 seconds left on that countdown, then we should be back into the action. But yeah, the second pistol round, of course, it's not going to be as important as on the previous map. Would have been a much closer scoreline at halftime. But I think ideally, for the sake of Vici only coming away 8 rounds on the CT side, you would want them to pick it up to be able to keep it a good game. That would give them a good chance to try and build up some economy. Then we'd see the buy coming in from Superjymy, and I think then we'd have a very close scoreline in the end. But as it currently sits, I'd probably favour Superjymy heading into the second half. I feel like they overall are looking slightly better, less mistakes, etc. being made.
Well, let's see what Superjymy have in store for us here on the CT side pistol round. Will they be able to take a win here and extend their lead even further? Well, extend their positive position, I should say. That is the question.
Slow approach so far from Vici, shown a bit of presence.
One in Pop Dog. But that rotation won't be nearly quick enough. Sandy's going to have to do all the work here. He's got a Molotov in play. Can deploy that towards the bomb site, but not without a gun in his hand. The bomb plant does go down, and that's exactly what Vici were hoping for. The flank comes up as well. They managed to drop one of the weapons. I don't think they'll get anything else, but still, that's good enough. Couple SMG kills for Superjymy, but they allow that bomb plant to go down, which hugely boosts Vici's economy coming into the next round. I believe they'll be able to get an AWP on Zoking, perhaps? Yeah, it looks like it with that head armor. It is a pretty bad round to sacrifice head armor, but Kays, he sacrifices all of his armor. He's going glass cannon in a round where you know the enemy team are going to have a scout and SMGs. I'm not a fan.
Definitely risky, because now he's going to be a pretty easy target. The scout can do a lot of damage, like 90 or so to the body. That'll put him pretty much out of the round in terms of being able to actually make plays with the op. So definitely risky. Yeah, as well to be a problem. The aggressive push actually comes in towards B early on. Freeman does at least manage to find the trade, but of course he takes a dink in the process, and I think a one-for-one trade, they're losing an SMG is something that Superjymy are going to be quite happy about. Vici taking their time. They need to try and reclaim that control they lost on B, it seems. And the B halls, rather.
Okay. I don't know how I feel about this here. Yampy is about to catch Freeman off in a pretty negative way. So low, there was no chance he made that out alive. Zard gets smoked off, not able to do anything with the scout. But there it is, the wall bang headshot. It didn't matter that he didn't have armor. Looking for more and very low HP on Advent. Going up behind him, USP deployed, eventually finds the headshot. Survives, saves an AK. Going in for the op. I think he'll get it. Yes, he got it just about. That's a very solid round now for Superjymy. They've got an AWP up. They've got themselves rifles, and more importantly, they've got that 10-8 lead, facing off against what should be an eco from Vici. At best, pistols and armor, and it needs some players can't even afford to get that out.
Yeah, as you said, at best, pistol and armor. A couple of players who are just able to upgrade the pistols, although we do see, of course, Advent decide to go with some utility, so they have smokes and, or at least a smoke and some flashes to work with. Approaching B again is Zoking, taken down already by the op of Yampy. So 10-8 Superjymy coming into the second half, looking solid to start things off. As up against the pistols, we should see them increasing this lead just a little bit further before the guns are able to come out. If you wanted to see that pistol going over to Vici so that they could keep it a close game early on into this half. Instead, with pistol going to Superjymy, they're probably going to have to just try and fight back in. Couple kills being found. Oh, Freeman able to hit another Deagle headshot there onto Vici. So suddenly it's actually becoming somewhat winnable. If Advent had been able to find one, they would have been in a great position, but he falls quickly.
No, nothing to be done there. Up against the AWP, it would have been a huge clutch if Freeman could have pulled it off, but it was just a bit too much to ask, realistically. 11-8. Superjymy are pulling ahead, and Vici need to turn on Superjymy's brakes, get their turbo firing, because this is starting to get out of hand now. The economy is going to allow for one more buy. After this, if they can get the bomb plant down, they'll be set up in a pretty nice position. But they realistically, they need to start doing damage. I mean, look at Superjymy. They've so much money built up now. 7k on Yampy and 4.5 on Sadi. It's easily a buy in the next round for them. Two dropped over. Arvid being spotted out. He's in a dangerous position. Lands one. Low HP on Advent. And so the chance becomes real to shut them down here, to make sure Vici have barely any money. The bomb has been dropped in the open. It's going to be planted eventually. Nobody able to deny that. Oh, hold on. Yuli in a fantastic position. Finds one. Low HP right below him. Advent on the other side of the bomb side. Should be very easily picked up, but he catches him off guard, and it's down to a 2v3.
Yeah, definitely becoming recoverable at this point, but sadly, it is a Molotov that takes Advent out of the equation, leaving it all on to Freeman now in a 1 versus 2 after he claims the first headshot. Bomb is taken away, but there is a defuse kit in play. It's in the hands of Yampy on the yacht. He's just going to go for the kill instead. Tapped it, which of course kind of forced Freeman to try and cross over so he could spot the bomb. And the two players to deal with, it was just too much. So another round for Superjymy, 12-8. Yet another gun round that goes in their favor, but at least the bomb plant comes in this time. On top of the loss bonus, that means, of course, Vici can fully invest and keep up these buys. But it's not looking great for them now. Superjymy really beginning to run away with this lead, and it's kind of what we expected, but not what we were hoping for. We wanted to see it continuing to be a very close matchup.
Well, with already the 1-0 on the board, I mean, this is where Superjymy start to feel confident. They've got a double op setup, an ever-increasing economic advantage. Oh, excuse me. That economic advantage over Vici. And looking good. Oh, the spam comes out from Zoking. He's got to be careful to stay alive. Case is there to help him out a little bit. And he's still going into the challenges despite being 12 HP. But a 2-man advantage now, perfect for Vici.
I'd say a 5-man advantage would be perfect, but will do for sure. One being traded back on there by Uli, taking down Freeman. He's going to catch the aggression, though. Yampy getting a little bit overzealous. They're trying to push up on B. Ends up getting taken down. And at that point, we should see Vici taking this round pretty easily. The question is, can we see at least a few more kills coming in from the remaining Superjymy players to make it costly? But they themselves, of course, are really important with those weapons. Even though they've picked up 5 rounds in a row, they have very little money to work with onto a couple of those players. Of course, Arvid and Uli very low on money, so they will need drops, which won't happen unless this op is saved.
With 3 players alive, the chances of them actually winning this are very low, so going for it is a little bit reckless, and indeed, Zard getting taken down. If he won that clutch, that probably would have been the end of the game. I think mentally, Vici would have been broken, but failing to win it now puts Superjymy in an awkward position where they can't really afford to get that full buyout. An M4 and pistols. We've seen this from them before. It's a common enough strategy considering the economic situation. Oaking. He's catching them all off. He's pushed up close, but now they know where he is. The difficulty is about to become apparent. Uli pushes around the corner, takes Oaking out eventually. Still into a 2v4 though. Man advantages easily in favor of the T side. And pushing us into a 4 versus 1. There's not too much that Sadie can actually manage to do here. He's got a CZ, so exits would be ideal. I think he's just hoping that they hunt him down.
Yeah, that is what he's hoping for. Of course, if they gift him a weapon, he would be very happy. But I don't think they're going to do that. Vici, they know they're not up against much in this round, and they haven't got a lot to take away. They have a lot more to lose for sure. You can see, of course, exiting through A main, being cautious, should be able to make it away pretty much unharmed from this point forward. So there we have it, 10-12, 2 rounds now in the difference. Superjymy, they'll be back onto the buy. Oh, Sadie actually got an M4 at the last second or so of the round right there. So able to save over a rifle in the end. That's something he's definitely going to be pretty happy with. Overall, it was a good recovery to be able to bring that in. I think it was dropped to Uli, and that gives him full utility and the ability for Assault to get a defuse kit, which they did need.
Well, 12-10, things are starting to look a little bit better for Vici. On the road to recovery, that's for sure. With Kays stepping it up massively in this match, 99 ADR, but it's 23 for 15 that he finds himself with 6 assists as the AWP player. Small bits of damage being taken towards the start of the round. The utility being used by both teams to limit the HP of the Oh no, they dropped down at just the wrong moment. The kick of the Molotov was heard. Arvid goes in for the peak, shuts them down. A 2-man advantage for Superjymy. They still have Yampy on the AWP as well, and that's exactly what you see happening. That is the potential to get a free kill. Another opening for the CTs means that at this point Vici need a Hail Mary. Kays is on the AWP. He's had huge impact before. He's being watched by 2 players as he tries to push out, but he catches one off on a solo angle. This now gives them the potential. Oh, he's going to go up over the boost. This could be big. He watches Green Train. He catches Yampy off. Another kill comes through from Omen. This is spectacular. A 2 versus 2. Vici could be keeping themselves alive by the skin on their teeth. Although Omen falls alone with nobody to back him up, Kays is still alive on that AWP, and we have seen huge impact from that before. He's got the room to work with, but no time, sadly. 10 seconds, got to go for the plant straight away, and he's been watching as he comes down. Lower, there it is. The kill eventually found by Superjymy, but it's costly on the upside.
Yeah, quite costly, but it's one ball here, so if Vici don't make this one work and get the instant reset, then they'll likely have to eco and then try and play for overtime, or else just go for the force buy if they want to make sure they win it in regulation. So not ideal. So let's see if we can make it work. Vici slowly, we're we're beginning to work their way back into this game, and this could be a bit of a blessing in disguise if they do manage to force Superjymy back onto a double eco. Oh, it looks like actually they may take their pace up a bit. A couple players early over towards B to show presence. Bit of utility being used, perhaps expecting that aggression to come in again up through the ramp or maybe upper, which is of course something we've seen already once or twice coming in from Superjymy since they swapped to that CT side. They also pressured on A, so this is just a great job early on of actually running down the utility out of the hands of the Finns.
Vici not doing too well on utility late on as well, though. Still a fair bit to work with from Superjymy. They've still got 2 smokes left after deploying that one towards B. With low HP on Arvid, though, he's got to do his best to stay in a kind of safe position. At best, he spots a little bit of info and falls back. Got to rely on his teammates taking the battles at that point, just play the support role. You can see hiding towards the back of Brown Train. That means that it's really important to hold down Ivy, because Arvid can't really take that fight. So if the Ivy player falls at this point, massive openings towards the A bomb site with a split into the T main. But Yampy has no intention of falling. Picks up that kill. Although Kays does manage one on Desart, now they know there's an AWP there. This means that the potential for Arvid to go for the peak is certainly there. You've also got Yampy holding down that angle, finding himself one. It's into a 4 versus 2. The bomb going to be dropped now by Arvid, and he goes in for the peak on the AWP, finishing it all with a 2K, and that's 14-10. 3 kills on the board for Arvid in that round. And Superjymy are on the home stretch. Look at Vici's money. If they take a force now, they got a force in the final round. So it's all about playing for the overtime. They know that.
Yeah, that's what I said. They'd either have to just eco or else force and hope they'd win the force. So taking a slightly safer choice in terms of being able to get the guns out now in this upcoming round. But even then, they're going to have to win 5 in a row in order to take it to the overtime, which is never an easy task. Not on the T-side of train, not really anywhere. As already the opening kill has been found. It's Yampy on the op to open things up. He's having a pretty solid game so far. He's definitely had a lot more impact than we've seen from back on Inferno. Back on Overpass, rather, where he wasn't really able to get going quite as much. Not by not a bad game by any means that he had. Oh, Arvid already up. Nice spray down. Pulls off the triple kill, and I feel like that's just adding insult to injury. They're up against the eco, of course, so not a lot expected from Vici, but you want to be at least getting a couple of kills, something that gives you some confidence going into that next gun round. Just thinking, okay, guys, we got a couple of kills with just pistols, now we have the rifles, we can make this work.
Oh, well, look, Vici do have the rifles. They've got the utility. Certainly the potential for them to come in here and find a way back into the game. 5 consecutive rounds isn't that much, but on the T side, that's very, very difficult to manage. Nate going in to start things off, not going to deal any damage. VG bet. VG.lbet. Making their way over towards the B bomb site slowly but surely. Not yet spotting anybody out. Superjymy still have a whole bunch of utility left to use.
Yeah, a lot of utility indeed, but it's been chipped away at because Advent is now gone. Dropping down into the waiting arms, of course, of Arvid, who was able to take that kill with ease. At this point, it looks like VG are going to be forced into pretty much just committing towards B. It's not going to be easy.
We know that feeling.
Yeah, it's going to be tough. They're going to have to try and push forward through the AK, through the utility. Mowed down as a smoke is also put in front of them. There's everything in front of them right now. And to know what's behind them this tournament because they weren't able to do it. They've been eliminated in a quick 2-0. That means, of course, they weren't able to pick up any map victories here at all. Not a great debut for online European CS from Vici. Of course, they are currently in Europe on a boot camp.
Yeah, that certainly could have went better for them, falling short to Superjymy, a team that we had given a massive advantage to beat. Certainly comes as a bit of a surprise, all in all. And with the end of that game, that means that our day has come to an end. The best of threes and the best of one earlier on have concluded. We found out the results of Group A, which of course sees 3D Max on top with Vega right behind and Vici going home. But
yeah,
although nothing was really given away for free to Vici in that match, you know, that they fought for every single round, as did Superjymy. We have stuff to give away for free, don't we, Dean?
Yeah, we have some shadow daggers, aka the butt plugs. We're going to be giving those away to the subscribers. All you have to do is subscribe to get yourself in with a chance to take those home. It's a common nickname, Mitch. Everyone calls them.
It
that,
is.
You know?
It is. There's also a common nickname for B-side on Overpass, the pillar, but we don't always use it.
I don't. Butt isn't a bad word. Neither is a plug. So that's all I'm saying. But yeah, right. It was a good day of games overall. A little bit more one-sided, but it was still good to see what Vici could do. We see in kind of moments of hope. We know that they definitely are a team more capable than what they showed to us over these past couple of days, and it was a little bit sad we didn't get to see them go a bit further in this tournament.
Yeah, I gotta say, it is a little bit disappointing, but all in all, at the end of the day, we had a great day in the sense that none of the games were predictable, right? The ones we thought were stomps were close. The ones we thought were stomps were close. The other direction where the other team won it. It's always interesting to keep things interesting, and that's what we like to see. But I think that's the end of all the action for today. We'll be back tomorrow. I won't be here, but you should be. I'm not sure who's going to be joining.
I'm not sure, but I didn't know you were going to
find that out.
You ditched me, man.
Yeah, no, I'm away tomorrow. Well, you ditched me today. All right, for the start, we're even.
I think we're going to ditch the viewers soon because that is, of course, the final game for today, guys. So we are going to go ahead and throw it on to some nice little boop boop music for you guys.
town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul.
When you want to get off the darkest ground, the gravity pulls you straight down. Earth from a bird's eye view. You should grow feathers and see this too. When you want to get off the darkest ground, the gravity pulls you straight down. of make-believe. Kids screaming in their cradles, profanities. I see the world through ice covered in ink and bleach. Cross out the ones who heard my cries and watched me weep. I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush. Take my eyes open to force reality. Why can't you just let me eat my weight in glee? I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in their cradles, profanities. Some days I feel skinnier than all the other days. Sometimes I can't tell if my body belongs to me. I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room.